The need for personal emergency water filtration. Personal emergency water filtration systems aren't just for the military or campsite anymore. If disaster were to strike, the need for clean, potable water makes finding or producing it a life or death situation. For the proper training and technique in emergency water filtration, consult the ultimate source of usable information, 170 gallons a day, how to purify any water, even urine, to store, drink, or cook with after a disaster. It's the 36-page informational report from Absolute Rights that puts the knowledge of how to clean water in your head, with the raw facts and best procedures for getting through a water shortage or contamination scenario. Should a disaster situation bring the need for extended survival, 170 gallons a day shows anyone how to clean water so it's safe to not only drink, but bathe in, brush teeth with, and wash clothes or dishes in. Those are comforts not always appreciated, but just as important in times of need to prevent illness or dehydration. Dehydration, by the way, is the #1 reason for deaths in times of emergency. It's easy to take the water that comes out of your home tap for granted, but when it stops coming out when you turn the faucet, the information from the report will ensure your safety. The Center for Disease Control suggests a 3-day supply of water be prepared in case of emergency. At 1 gallon for each person and pet each day, that adds up to a lot of water. Also, the CDC says to consider storing more for hot climates, pregnant women, or people who are sick. Most people would resort to their local grocery store for bottled water to build up their supply. But surprise, store-bought water has an expiration date. Plus, in cases of flood, hurricane, or other natural disasters, water is often the first thing to sell out, causing a need for alternative solutions. Imagine the peace of mind you will feel knowing you can provide up to 170 gallons every 24 hours, well beyond what the CDC recommends. A water supply that's been cleaned but then left susceptible to further contamination is a risky gamble. The report explains the proper water storage process, which will protect your water supply from the costly mistakes people are prone to make. The best part of 170 gallons a day is that it shows you how to make a personal emergency water filtration device with inexpensive, everyday supplies. You can buy a pricey system, maybe even one that uses P-valuable electricity or battery power, and hope that it doesn't fail in times of desperate need. You can subject you and your loved ones to purification chemicals, which can clean water, but also makes it very unsafe to use, depending on the amount added. Instead, guarantee the safety and security that a full water supply offers, with help from the Absolute Rights report. The author of the 170 gallons a day report took his own experience testing and analyzing the best methods for cleaning water, then added numerous advice from field experts and medical consultants to come up with the best water filtration strategies. There are ways to safely avoid the dangers behind contaminated water supplies, and the report describes the best, most efficient, and most trustworthy. The methods have worked for other people because they are presented as actionable, reliable information. Second only to air, water is the most primary element to human survival. In times of emergency, when stress and strain does more to affect the body and the mind, water becomes even more essential. Being prepared is the only hope for survival, and 170 gallons a day gives you that opportunity. With the Absolute Rights report, you'll have the ability to easily filter water in any situation. You'll also be able to support friends and family who weren't smart enough to see the need to learn such skills. Learn how to make a personal emergency water filtration system, and you will have the know-how to provide all the life-sustaining clean water you'll ever need. Find the report today at www.170gallonsaday.com.